about the feeling like a paid actor at the level. Could you kind of expand on that and what you mean by that?
Yeah. Yes, it's about us, but it's not about us in that way. We have so much we have to do for everyone else, and for the media, the fans, uh, and there's only so little time that we get to, focus on what's important, and that's the game. And we have to do a really good job of staying locked in and staying focused. And and even when I said a paid actor, even the game, it's so many commercials and everything. You can't never really get in the rhythm. And the whole week is just really different. So you gotta just try to stick within your routine as much as you can, and not get carried away with everything.
How much do you think that first experience helped you? Uh, And do you think you can impart that to the guys that haven't been there?
Yeah, absolutely. It helped out a lot, because, I've been turned down media left and right. I'm required, I got to do this, but
I appreciate it.
yeah, for sure. But it don't matter. None of this stuff matter. These are just words. And, regardless of whatever anybody get up and say, you got to go out and play your best, you know, and you know what we're playing for.
Try to embrace it.
Do I try to embrace?
Try to embrace it as much as you can. Just, hey, this is what it is.
No, yeah, for sure. You can't do nothing about it. You try to enjoy it with your teammates, because these memories. But again, you not get carried away because it's not important.
What's your perspective on all that? I mean, you majored in journalism in college, so the being perceived as a
Yeah.
paid actor, does that give you? Did you feel like you have some insight into what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, of course, every writer is gonna hang on every word you say to get a headline to talk about. Every writer is trying to, or every media member is trying to get you on their show to talk about the game, talk about this and that. And there's only a distraction, only take away what's important, and that's the game. And so,
And with respect to the term, feeling like a paid actor, how much does that come down to how you present yourself or how you feel like you're portrayed in that, in that media setting? I guess what I'm asking is like, you can make an argument that there's like a role of the diva wide receiver, or there's the role of the good teammate. Do you feel like you're being like pigeonholed into those kind of?
no, not at all. When I said a paid actor, I wasn't going that direction.
Okay.
At all, not at all. Like I said, I'm only saying that because there's so much that we have to do, and it takes away from what's important, not anything else.
Didn't see you out there on the practice field today. Is everything all
Yeah, everything's fine. It's part of playing like every other week.
It was up to you. How would the week be?
Oh, we would show up on Friday and do a walkthrough on Saturday and go play on Sunday.
Have you ever seen Alshon's clip about that?
Yeah.
And so Alshon's view is kind of what you feel?
Yeah, for sure.
You had been on the injury report with the knee. It wasn't. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I just asked him.
Okay. I'm sorry. Got distracted by all this paid actor stuff.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, as far as like you mentioned how crazy it gets maybe next week, how important are these 3 days here in the relative column of Philadelphia to get as much done as you can?
Oh, it's very important. I think yesterday was probably the best day to have everything done by. With the tickets and everything, you want to get all that stuff out the way, and so you can just focus on football. And this is the most normal week we're gonna have, kind of, sort of, going up until when we leave on Sunday.
What are you guys doing different? Are you doing anything different as a team this time around?
No, we're keeping it the same. We may tweak some things here and there, but overall I think it's the same.
What's the biggest area of growth you've seen from Jalen this year?
Biggest area of growth. You could just say his game. You could just say his game, and I think it's speaking for itself. What he do on a daily basis.
How about for you?
For me, I don't know. I had to get back to you on that.
Okay.
When you
It's
think
spoken
about,
a
when you
lot.
think about that last game, what sticks with you from that last game? Were you able to get over it fast? How long did it take to get over?
No, I was over it really pretty fast. I kept thinking about a play that I didn't receive a call right that could have ended up in a touchdown and resulting in 3 and out.
But why were you able to get over it so fast?
Because it matters, but it don't matter. The game is, once it's over, for me personally, when the game's over, guys, the game is over for me. And I just try to get the information and learn from it and grow, But that play really kept me up and thinking about how did I miss that and what I got confused on.
Nick has spoken a lot about your blocking this year and Saquon's big plays. In the first one, made that great crack block that sort of took out a bunch of people. How much pride do you take in that and the fact that he's able to break those long runs?
I take a lot of pride in it, I love seeing Saquon do his thing. Sure, I was advocating early in the season, for us to run the ball, so it can get us going, open it up for us. But to block my guy and to see Saquon go for 60, who wouldn't love that?
As far as, I remember we talked about Quinion Mitchell coming in and talking, a little trash with you early on in the season.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him in his development, and Cooper DeJean even for that matter?
Man, that time I spoke to you guys about it, I was really saying those guys are really good football players, and I still stand on that. Those guys are really good football players, and they're very smart to be very young. And the play has spoken for themselves, man. Two of those guys have great years for us. Great year for us this year, and I pray they continue doing their thing.
What was the play that kept you up?
I don't want to get into it because we may run it back.
What impressed you?
I'm sorry, you're used to being the guy who, with all the cell phone cameras are upholding, looking at you. The other night at the Sixers game, you're doing that with LeBron. What's it like being on the other side of that?
Man, LeBron is he's one of my favorite players. I didn't grow up watching Michael Jordan. I grew up watching LeBron, and Kobe. But LeBron is one of my favorite players, and I've known him, but just to see him play again, because you don't know when he's gonna retire. That was special to see him and his son, which is incredible. If you haven't seen a game, you need to go see a game, like regardless, because that's an incredible scene to watch. Father and son playing the game together, that's crazy. And so, yeah, I wanted to document that because you never know.
AJ, what makes Kansas City's defense so good?
It's a complex question, man, because they are really good. Stopping the run, they're really good in the back end and play hard. That's the reason why they're in this position, year after year after year. And so, we definitely got our hands full, and we just got to come out and play our style of game.
AJ, has this been kind of like a more challenging season for you personally than even last year or 2 years ago, just everything you've kind of been through?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm not looking for pity or anything. Yeah, injuries happen, stuff like that happens. That's a part of the game, and you're working your way through it. But, we're in the Super Bowl, so this might be the best one, depending on how I finish.
Did it kind of show you something about yourself, just like how you're able to deal with all that, even?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, it didn't come how I wanted it to happen, and my faith in God got closer, and just to release everything, give everything to Him, and just continue just to grow and continue just to go each and every day when you don't know how it's going to turn out, So I definitely say I'm proud of myself in that area.
Couple more, please. You're kind of a student of other corners, and you study a lot of guys. What do you think of McDuffie?
McDuffie is a really good football player. He's a really good football player. I said that year one, and he continues to get better. It should be fun. It's going to be a great matchup, and I'm going to leave it at that.
What's the best way to understand how the team got so much player buy-in from so many of the top-end players to and to adapt to roles that maybe, you know, were different from what they've had before?
You know, every year is different. Every year is different, and every role is going to be different. And as the year go on, it may change. And as this year, it changed. You know, injuries happen, and we changed a little bit on offense, and we switched it up and started running the ball more, and then so it started accumulating wins. Who can argue with that? Now, if it was the other way around, then of course it would be a conversation. But it's not, so there's no need for a conversation. And we here, and we trying to finish. So that's the only thing that matters.